Hey guys! Thanks for watching the very first episode of After the Movies. I'm your host, Jamie.
And Chris.
And we're starting the show off today by, we just got done seeing the Green Hornet.
We've both been completely wasting our potential. The city needs our help. We could be heroes.
We'll need a car.
Armor.
And weapons.
Wow!
But no tights.
Here's what will make us different. We will pose as villains to get close to the bad guys. That way, no one will suspect we're really the good guys.
I want the head of the Green Hornet, and I want it tonight.
Are you ready to die?
It's not dying that you need to be afraid of. It's never having lived in the first place.
I liked it. I thought it was actually a lot funnier than I thought it was.
Yeah, that's one thing I liked about it. They decided to go the funny route more than the serious route, but that was to be expected because of, you know, Seth Rogen really isn't a superhero type.
Yeah, I went into it really worried that I was going to come out of it saying, oh my god, Seth Rogen, why would you do yourself as a superhero? But he really didn't. It was really Kato who was the superhero. And I noticed in the theater that we were laughing at a lot of the jokes that
other people weren't laughing at.
Yeah, and then when they would have like cheesy jokes.
I know, and then the part where he shoots himself with the gas, everybody's like clapping.
And laughing
I'm sorry,
so hard.
but really, you didn't see it in the commercial or the previews, like, and that's, I don't know. How
you would really
did you feel about the fight scenes?
I thought they were cheesy.
I know! Oh my gosh. I was like, okay, like, I'm really interested to see how they shot this. Everybody was like, it's a new way of shooting it, and did you notice sometimes,
that's what they said
like, they
before you
were,
went into it?
yeah, like, sometimes, like, they would go to punch, and it, like, clearly was a fake punch.
Yeah, I didn't.
Like, when Kato and Seth Rogen were fighting, or Britt, when they were fighting, there was that scene where they're in the house or whatever, and Kato bends him over the table and starts punching him in the face, and it's like, I can clearly tell that you're tapping him on the cheek.
But with the fight scenes, I didn't understand why they were over the top cheesy. I mean, I didn't get...
I can see what they were going for, but, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it
didn't need to be that.
Yeah, and then
crazy.
The other thing that bugged me was, like, you know that Kato and Britt are gonna have this confrontation of each other to see who's, like, the boss, you know, and they just kind of drag it out. And Seth Rogen's character would always, like, be like, oh, well, I did all the ass kicking.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, you know, like, it was funny the first time, but after 20 times later.
And when they're fighting in the house and he keeps asking, can we just end this? And then Kato's like, can we end this? And it's like, I wish you would, because the scene is lasting way too long. And
just get the fight over with and then reconcile.
Make up and let's move on with the movie.
But all in all, it was entertainment film. I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorites, or I'm gonna reference this movie. It was just good fun, I guess.
I think that if you're a Seth Rogen fan, you should see it in theaters.
Yeah, matinee.
Matinee.
That's my rating.
That's what
matinee.
we went to. Yeah, it's the matinee. There you go. There's a whole nother rating system of whether or not you should see this movie at night.